What if the first 10 minutes after waking could save your next 30 years? What if I told you that the way you spend the first 10 minutes after opening your eyes could determine how strong you remain, how sharp your memory stays, and even how long your heart keeps beating? That might sound like an exaggeration, but it's not. You see, after 65, your body doesn't whisper anymore. It speaks clearly. And most people don't listen. They open their eyes, sigh, and stumble into the day. But what if I told you that within those first 600 seconds lies a choice, not just about how you feel today, but how well you live tomorrow? No pills. No surgeries. Just presence. Just discipline. Just a sacred pause before the world pulls you in. Because your brain, your muscles, your heart, your spirit, they're not waiting for coffee. They're waiting for you. And if you answer them gently, with awareness and intention, those 10 minutes may just give you 10 more years. Maybe 20. Maybe 30. The world sees aging as decline. But we, you and I, are about to prove that aging can be a rise. A return. A reclaiming. A remembering of what it means to live deeply, one morning at a time. You wake up each day. But are you truly waking up right? You wake up each day. But have you ever asked yourself, are you truly waking up right? Not just opening your eyes, but rising with purpose, with care, with respect for the life still flowing through your veins. For many seniors, the first hour of the day feels heavy. There's stiffness in the knees, a fog in the mind, a quiet ache in the chest that we brush off as just getting older. But here's the truth no one tells you. Much of this isn't age. It's accumulated wear and tear from habits we never questioned. You see, most of us were never taught how to wake up. We were taught how to work hard, how to be productive, how to push through. But no one ever showed us how to protect our bodies in the first fragile moments of the morning. Instead, we rush. We check our phones. We gulp coffee before water. We stand too fast. We skip nourishment. And in doing so, we unknowingly sabotage the very systems that keep us alive. The heart is most vulnerable right after waking. The brain is still reorganizing. Your muscles haven't fully awakened. But most people walk into their day like a soldier going to battle, with no armor. That's where ritual comes in. Not superstition. Not routine. But ritual, a conscious act of self-respect. It is how monks center themselves before movement. How healers ground themselves before healing. And how you, my elder friend, can learn to protect yourself before life demands too much of you. Because those first few moments, they are not throwaway time. They are sacred. And when you reclaim them, when you treat them as your shield, your medicine, your preparation, something begins to shift. You feel steadier. You breathe deeper. You think clearer. And you begin to age, not with fear, but with dignity. Step 1, the first breath. How you breathe can predict how you age. Before your feet even touch the floor, before you speak, before you move. There is one thing that silently determines the direction of your entire day. Your first breath. You may not notice it. Most people don't. But the way you inhale in those early seconds sends a message, to your heart, to your brain, to your entire nervous system. And here's the hard truth. Most seniors breathe too shallow. Quick, chest-level gasps that barely fill the lungs. This type of breathing is not just inefficient, it's dangerous. When you breathe shallowly, your heart has to work harder. Your blood carries less oxygen. Your nervous system remains stuck in a low-grade stress state, even while you're still sitting in bed. Over time, this contributes to high blood pressure, irregular heart rhythms, and even memory decline. Yes, your breath, something so simple, so overlooked, could be one of the biggest factors in how you age. But here's the good news. You can change it. And all it takes is 60 seconds. Inspired by Eastern healing practices and now confirmed by modern cardiology, this breathing ritual isn't just calming, it's protective. Here's how it works. 1. Sit up gently in bed or on a chair. 2. Place one hand on your chest, the other on your belly. 3. Close your eyes. 4. Inhale slowly through your nose for a count of 4, feel your belly rise. 5. Hold for 2 seconds. 6. Exhale gently through your mouth for a count of 6, feel your belly fall. Repeat this cycle for just 1 minute. That's all. What happens during those 60 seconds? Your blood vessels relax. Your heart rate slows down. Your oxygen levels improve. And your mind enters a state of calm awareness, like a still pond after a storm. This isn't just breathing. It's a message to your body. I am not in danger. I am safe. I am in control. When practiced daily, this one ritual can reduce your risk of heart strain in the morning, a time when heart attacks are statistically most common in people over 65. So tomorrow morning, before the coffee, before the news, breathe. Not just to survive, but to begin your day with grace, and to give your heart the rhythm it deserves. Step 2. Water before words, resetting your blood with ancient simplicity. You've just taken your first conscious breath. But before you speak, before you touch your phone, before even a single word escapes your mouth, your body is already thirsty. Not from sleep. From survival. During the night, while you dreamed, your body was working quietly. Your lungs exhaled moisture. Your skin released vapor. Your organs filtered and detoxified. But not a single drop of water entered. And when you wake, you're not just low on energy. You're dehydrated. For seniors, this isn't a small issue. Because as water leaves your body, your blood becomes thicker. Heavier. Harder to move. And now, at the very hour you rise, your heart is suddenly asked to push that thickened blood through aging arteries. This is why strokes and heart attacks most often strike in the early morning. Not because of stress, but because of silence. Because no one ever told us that the first thing you drink can either strain your heart or protect it. So here's your protection. Before anything else, drink 1 glass of warm water. Yes, warm. Not cold. Not iced. Not rushed. Just room temperature, or gently warmed, like the body itself. Add to it the juice of a quarter lemon, for vitamin C and gentle detox. A tiny pinch of sea salt, for minerals and electrolyte balance, optional. This simple act is not just hydration. It's restoration. It tells your blood, flow freely. It tells your liver, let go. It tells your brain, the day has begun with intention, not chaos. In traditional Eastern practices, monks begin their day with water, not because they're thirsty, but because they honor the system that carries their life force. And now, modern science agrees. A warm glass of water in the morning lowers blood viscosity, improves digestion, and helps regulate blood pressure, especially critical after 65. This habit costs you nothing. But it could give you years. So tomorrow morning, before the world enters your body, offer your body this gift. Silently. Slowly. Like a sacred promise to your heart. Step 3. Stand like a mountain, balance training before you walk. You've breathed. You've sipped warm life into your veins. Now comes a silent danger. Your first steps. Believe it or not, the most common time for seniors to fall is within the first 15 minutes after waking up. Why? Because the body is awake, but the balance system isn't. Your inner ear, your spine, your foot nerves, even your sense of space. They're still booting up, like an old radio warming before it plays a sound. You stand up too fast, stretch toward the bathroom, and the room tilts. But here's what elders in ancient martial traditions knew, long before physical therapy existed. Stillness before motion creates safety. And stability before speed is the secret to living longer on your feet. So before you walk, you stand. Not casually. Not leaning on furniture. But like a mountain, grounded, rooted, awake. Here's a 2-minute ritual that wakes up your balance system. 1. Stand tall, feet shoulder-width apart, barefoot if possible. 2. Spread your toes inside your slippers or on the floor. Feel the ground. 3. Slightly bend your knees, never lock them. Let your spine relax. 4. Lift your arms slowly in front of you as if balancing invisible bowls of water. 5. Close your eyes for 5 seconds and feel, where is your body swaying? Don't correct it. Just notice. 6. Now, open your eyes and slowly rise on your toes, then gently rock back onto your heels. Do this 3 times. 7. End by placing both hands over your heart. Whisper to yourself, I am balanced. I am rooted. I am safe. This might seem small. But to your nervous system, it's a full rehearsal. To your legs, it's a wake-up call. To your brain, it's the reminder that you are not rushing into the day blindly. Modern rehab therapists now teach similar sequences in fall prevention programs. But these movements come from something even older. The internal martial arts of the elderly, where motion begins with mindfulness, not muscle. So before you chase the world today, take 2 minutes to stand like a mountain. It could mean the difference between a calm morning and a costly fall. Step 4. Fuel before you faint, a bite of strength, not a feast. So, you've centered your breath. Awakened your balance. Now your body is quietly asking, will I be fueled today, or forgotten? Many older adults skip breakfast. Some say, oh, I'm not hungry in the morning. Others believe fasting keeps them slim, sharp, or spiritual. But here's what most geriatric nutritionists now know, and what too few of us are told. Skipping breakfast after 60 doesn't just make you tired, it makes you vulnerable. Why? Because as we age, we naturally lose muscle mass. And without enough morning protein, your muscles become easier to break down and harder to rebuild. That means you might feel weaker, fall more often, or even lose the ability to climb stairs, not because of age, but because of undernourishment. But don't worry. We're not talking about cooking a full breakfast buffet. We're talking about a small, powerful dose of morning strength. What doctors now call early protein dosing. Just 10 to 15 grams of protein, within the first hour of waking, can protect your muscles, regulate your blood sugar, and give you mental clarity without making you sluggish. Think of it as fueling your engine before the drive, not stuffing your tank. Here are some gentle options you can try, even with a sensitive stomach. A spoonful of Greek yogurt with chia seeds. A slice of whole grain toast with almond butter. Half a boiled egg with a few walnuts. A small protein shake with water or plant-based milk. A piece of cheese with a pear slice. It's not about quantity. It's about quality and timing. Many seniors think, I'll eat later. But later is when dizziness, fatigue, or irritability creeps in. And sadly, many avoid food because they eat alone, or don't feel like cooking. But even just 2 bites of strength in the morning can be a form of self-respect. So tomorrow, before the day swallows you, offer your body a gift of protein. Not a feast. Just a bite of strength. Because strength after 60 doesn't come from big meals. It comes from small, consistent care. Step 5. The memory mirror, a gentle mind practice to slow cognitive aging. You've nourished your body. But what about your mind? The truth is, memory doesn't vanish overnight. It fades. Quietly, subtly. Often in the early morning hours. Yes, research shows that for many older adults, cognitive performance is lowest in the morning. Right after waking. Names slip. Tasks feel cloudy. Even simple thoughts take longer to shape. But here's the good news. Your mind is not broken. It's just warming up. And just like we stretch our bodies, we can gently stretch the brain. Right when it's most vulnerable. Doctors call this cognitive priming. We call it the memory mirror. It's a 2-minute recall ritual you can do while sipping tea, brushing your hair, or sitting by the window. Here's how it works. Step 1. Look into the mirror of your mind. And ask yourself, what did I do yesterday? Try to recall just 3 things. Not in detail, just enough to light the path back. Maybe it was talking to your daughter on the phone, folding laundry, watering your plant. That's it. Step 2. Now ask, what will I do today? Try to name 2 gentle intentions. Maybe read a chapter from your book. Call an old friend. Take a short walk to the gate. Why does this help? Because these small acts build cognitive armor. Like laying bricks that protect your memory from erosion. Studies show that regular morning recall can boost mental clarity, reduce anxiety, and even delay age-related decline. And here's the beautiful part. This ritual is not about being productive. It's about being present. When you choose to check in with your own memory, you're saying, my story still matters. My mind still matters. I still matter. It's not vanity. It's self-respect. So tomorrow, give your mind 2 minutes to reflect. Not to test it, but to gently awaken it. Let your memory remind you. You are still becoming. Your morning is a message to your future. What if I told you that your morning routine isn't just a series of habits, but a quiet letter you're writing to your future self? Each breath, each bite, each gentle stretch is a choice, a signal, a promise. Because aging with strength is not luck. It's not a miracle. It's not genetics alone. It's discipline. Layered slowly, day by day, like sunrise touching the same window over and over again. You don't need perfection. You don't need an entire overhaul. You need just one small ritual, done consistently, with care. Because that one ritual, drinking warm water, recalling yesterday, or stretching your feet, could be the difference between 10 extra years of clarity, or 10 years of decline. And here's the truth. You still have control over how your day begins. No matter your age. Your body is still listening. Your heart is still responding. Your brain is still learning. You are not too late. You are just in time. So ask yourself gently, what message do I want to send to my future self today? And then write it. With your actions. With your attention. With your morning. You deserve mornings that heal you. Not just wake you up. Start with 1, and begin again tomorrow. You don't need to master all 5 today. You don't even need to get them perfect. Just pick one. The one that feels gentle. The one that feels possible. The one your heart quietly whispered yes to while watching. Let that one habit be your anchor. Repeat it tomorrow. And again the next day. Let it become your daily promise to yourself. Not out of pressure, but out of care. Because it's not about changing everything. It's about remembering. You still have the power to shape your days. And with that, your future. And if this message reminded you of your own strength, your own worth, then don't keep it to yourself. Subscribe for more gentle guidance. Share this with someone who needs a soft start. And tell us in the